Yeah, talk about that for just a second. Do you mind talking about your old man's original shop and like and growing up in that environment?
Yeah, not at all.
Tell me a little bit about his first place.
My dad started out in New Kensington with Fifth Avenue Suzuki. Actually, I think before he had Suzuki, he had Bridgestones. And become a dealer back in the 60s, you had to buy 3 motorcycles and you were a dealer. So, of course, he always bought one, my uncle bought one, and my Uncle Joe bought one. They're not actually my uncles, but we always called them uncles. And you buy 3 bikes, you're a dealer. So they bought 3 Bridgestones. My dad became a Bridgestone dealer. Probably sold a couple out of his dad's 2-car garage. This is in probably 64. About 65 or 66, he decided he wanted a Triumph. Well, my Uncle Jim wanted a Triumph, my Uncle Joe wanted a Triumph. Buy 3 bikes, you're a dealer. My grandfather woke up one day, didn't want to be in business anymore at an appliance store. And one day he woke up, so I don't feel like doing this anymore, and he locked the door, hauled everything out, and the building was empty. So my dad told him he wanted to rent the building off him, so my grandfather gave him a section of the building to use. And he started putting bikes in there, put a little showroom in. My mom and my dad made a great team. My dad's like me, he's nuts, he jumps around, runs around 100 mile an hour, and jumps head first into everything. My mom always kept him in line. I see my girlfriend do the same thing. Honey, do you really need that motorcycle? Did you look at the checkbook? Do you see the bills on the desk? And I hate when women try to make sense. It's true. This is a nice line here. These are all my Indians and stuff like that. A couple more panheads. I remember me riding this one. I converted to 12 volt and I stopped dead and never finished it. This one here, I wanted to buy this one and a hardtail. And the only way I could buy those 2 bikes is if I bought 17 of them. So I had to buy 17 bikes to get them too. And then the guy, after I did the deal, wanted to pull the 2 bikes out that I wanted because his brother wanted them. I said, dude, that's why I bought all of them.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to do his little video recording of you, Trav. We're gonna put you on TV. Motor, we just saw that circuit card tore apart. We're gonna tear that apart. We're gonna put an A10 transmission or a pre-unit transmission behind it. We went upstairs and dug a pre-unit frame out with a title. I'll just show you some stuff up here.
Coming, Nance?
Yeah, I'll wait until you guys are.
Sweet. 4 floors all the same. So 1 floor up on this one, then you'll swing me around. Actually, not supposed to have any passengers in here, but I don't think that's the elevator thing you're watching. I hope not.
Didn't they shut you down with this? They wouldn't let you use it for a while or something? Yeah.
Lights aren't on? Addiction. But there's worse addictions. Never tried coke, never tried heroin, never tried crack. Yeah, I've had a couple drinks. I tried pot when I was 15 years old, didn't do nothing for me. My high is I'd like to find a deal. In fact, the guy's bike I'm sitting on now told me, you're a hard guy to figure out. I said, why do you say that? He goes, you're not in it for the money. He goes, and I've thought about this and thought about this and thought about this. He goes, I think you'd like to make the deal. And I do. That's my high. I like to find something. I love digging through the garage. Guys will come in with boxes of parts and I always find that one little piece in there. I'll go, ooh. We're talking about bikes are restorable. Now, what are you going to do when your kid is going to go restore a Vulcan 800? Or he's going to restore a Intruder. He's going to restore a twin cam. I don't really see it. Same with the cars. You have a 69 Camaro. Yeah, I can see restoring a 69 Camaro. Or you can restore your Honda Prelude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's there to restore nowadays? All the stuff now is disposable. You're done with it, you throw it away. Old Knucklehead. And my buddy's been crying for a Knucklehead forever. He just traded his motorcycle with 200 miles on it that was perfect for a Knucklehead in a box. And me and you both discussed it, and we both think he got a good deal. Most stuff's under part number. I just got to go through it all.
Them 45 tanks brand new too?
There's a couple sets of them here brand new, old stock. Oh. There's a new Cervicar muffler up top. Say, man, we found this. They were tearing the garage down on the north side, and they had the backhoe and they were picking up the hunks of concrete from the floor. On the bottom hunk of concrete, hanging off the shift lever, is an old 1924 Indian Scout motor. The guy said, "Oh man, great, we can scrap it. We'll go buy a 6-pack." The guy said, "Oh man, I'll bring it down to that Cycle warehouse. They'll buy it. They'll give us some money for it." So they brought it down and gave him $100 for it. I've had 100 people want to buy it, but it's just so cool, and I only got $100 in it. It ain't for sale. Harley Davidson jackets in the boxes. This is the earlier jacket here. This is 1962, brand new in the box. High quality Harley Davidson. There's a cool one. There's a new old stock chain loop from the 1940s. with Mr. Beaver Cleaver on the front, telling you why you should use chain lube and why it works so good.
Gee, Wally.
And there's the cans of it right there. We just came up the 5th floor. This is my chrome room. This is just miscellaneous chrome pieces, bumpers, buddy seat springs, front bumpers, panhead bumpers, old accessory bumpers, triple rail bumpers are late model, different light bars, saddlebag rails, just basically chrome stuff. There's engine guards, there's saddlebag guards, just a little bit of everything. Air cleaners, there's the old bread boxes, there's old panhead ones, there's K-model primary covers, there's a whole bunch of old tin primaries, aluminum primaries, seats, more primary covers, same thing, there's more K-model ones, there's VL, there's JD, seats and more seats. Just ran out of room to put stuff to keep on jamming in here. Chain guards and closed chain guards, old buddy seats, more chain guards. There's even a couple Hummers and stuff back here. The story I got is already had a holding section, one of their areas they own, and it was all full of knucklehead fenders, panhead fenders, old Springer front ends, the old knucklehead gas tanks, VL tanks, and that stuff just didn't sell. And the story I got is they got it all and they hauled it all to the scrapyard and scrapped it all. That's why some of the stuff is worth so much money, because it just literally got thrown away. So that's why it's so rare. It's old, it's rare, because they threw it out. There's some little stock buddy seats down here, that's kind of cool. And I don't think I have lights on this whole rack section back here. Watch your head, watch your head, watch your head. Wow. There we go. Yeah, this is all, this is exhaust, this is more new old stock stuff. Primary covers, this whole back section back here is frames. Cylinders, pistons, air cleaners. I was digging up more frame parts. Yeah, there's a VL frame. There's a 64 scat. There's an old Legro. There's a little Rapido. There's some Servicar frames. This was old knuckle and panhead frames. They got worth so much money I sold most of them off. There's some other chopper frames. There's another Servicar frame. There's a knuckle frame there, but it's probably a little hacked up, needs a little bit of work. Knuckle tins in there. Nice. Gotta put them away. Seriously, that's probably 60 bucks. There's $200 with stuff in my hand. It's ridiculous. Well, I do like the business. I think the best story is I'm driving down to pick up this bike right here. I'm driving down after work on a Saturday. It's 5 o'clock, we closed at 3, I'm beat. I mean, I'm sweating all day, had some potato chips and pop for lunch, and I gotta go pick this bike up after work. I'm in my truck, I'm driving down Route 8, and my buddy Colonel Dave calls me and says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Man," you know what? I says, "I'm just done. That place just beats me up, it wears me out, I have nothing left. I could do one more bike deal, and I'm gonna go get some nice dinner, sit down, and chill out." And he says, "Chris, that's why they call it work." I'm like, well, what do you mean? He said, "Chris, that's why they call it work." And you know, I never thought of that. I never considered this work.
Yeah.
This is just what I do. I've never considered this a job. Does that make sense?